10 seconds, 5 seconds, start. It is urged by him that the High Court has fallen into error by opining that there was no justification to exercise jurisdiction under Article 226 of the Constitution of India, whereas the facts stated warranted deletion of such an observation by the DRAT, as a tribunal has no jurisdiction to grant such liberty, and especially when a settlement between the borrower and auction purchaser had been arrived at. Learned counsel would submit that the DRAT had really not addressed to any issue, and after recording a settlement in a most brief manner, recorded the observations which really deserved to quashed by the High Court. It is further canvassed by the counsel that the High Court should have taken note to the fact that the order passed by the DRAT had already been complied with, and it was absolutely unnecessary to drag the bank to a further litigation which is contrary to the spirit of Act and the purpose of recovery of debts due to Banks and Financial Institutions Act 1993. It is also contended that the DRAT failed to take note of the prayer made by the appellant therein, and for no important reason the matter was kept pending for more than 4.5 years. The learned counsel appearing for the respondent number 1 contended that he had paid the dues of the bank within the time fixed by the DRAT, and thereafter he had also transferred the property in favor of a third party due to financial difficulties. In essence, submission of learned counsel is that putting the clock back is likely to cause serious loss to him. The learned counsel appearing for the auction purchaser submitted that on the basis of the liberty he had already filed a suit in the Delhi High Court and is entitled to pursue the remedy because of action was taken in hot haste in by the bank in putting the property into auction without indicating that litigation was going on between the borrower and the bank. It is urged by him, had the said fact was made known, the third respondent would not have participated in the auction. It is urged by him that his claim for damages cannot be nullified the decision of the High Court. Before we dwell upon the jurisdiction of the DRAT to give such a liberty to the auction purchaser, we think that it is absolutely imperative in the case at hand to take note of the fact that though the appeal was filed before the DRAT and admitted, yet the same was disposed of almost after 4.5 years. We are at pains to say that the DRAT has totally forgotten the obligation cast on it under the RDB Act, and also has remained quite obvious of the salient features and the main purpose of Act.